All right, so hopefully this sounds good, and if you hear any scattering, that is the uh, contained children downstairs. So, I like to let them run around when there's not extracurricular activities. But I was listening to Beneath the Dirt, and he did like a ICP album ranking, and they got like 23 of them motherfuckers. So I'm just gonna do top 10. And before we get into it, if you are an old head, and not saying that like being born in like 1970, like you're not fucking you're old, but you're not that fucking old. It's more of a mentality. So that being said, not a lot. Just okay. So number 10, Hell's Pit. Now, in 2004, like 2 years after the Wraith, I always thought it was very cool on the Wraith. And I think it was like, welcome to the show. And I was like, you want to hear the Devil's Exhibit? Go out and or you want to hear the Devil's Exhibit? Shit, it's called Hell's Pit. Run out and get it. So that was a very good, like, prelude. Not even a prelude, but just a tease at it. Because most of these albums were fucking out already. So, I had 1992 or 91, 92 to like 2012 worth of music to listen to. So I still listen to it in chronological order somewhat. Like I wouldn't, I didn't like to jump around, especially because there was like the overall like arc and whatever of everything going on. I thought that was very interesting. So Hell's Pit, a lot of people don't like it that I've seen, and I still like the actual, like the raps are good. The production is alright. I like some of the Wraith remix album versions of songs, but as Hell's Pit sets, it is a very, and I don't know about Hell's Cellar or whatever. I was gonna listen to Hell's Pit in that and kind of make my own like flowing version of it, but I never did that because that's when I started job training and I didn't have time, but I still, listened to it. And I think the album would be a lot better with those tracks. And I guess it alludes to the fact that it is the Wraith's exhibit of hell. It doesn't really leave a lasting impact on me. Like, the songs are good. Like, Bowling Ball is very good. Like, 24 Burning Up. Cricket Preacher Killers, Walk Into the Darkness, like all even the intro track. I really like the fucking intro track. Like just visually imagining just sprawling through hell and seeing everything, especially with the instrumentation. It does paint a nice picture in my head at least, but it doesn't really leave me with anything that I will explain later. But so yeah, number 10, Hell's Pit. Fucking, if you put on Hell's Pit front to back, like, easily one of the easier listens. Because, like, I like music, and, there's just some shit where it's like, alright, well, like, I fuck with, like, Chris Brown's a good example, because he has, like, 50, 60 song albums, and that's as much of a task to listen to as like a 14-track album is sometimes. Sometimes you just can't fully digest what you're listening to, and Hell's Pit, definitely one of the easier listens. More so than some of the other ones on the list, but I really like Hell's Pit. And number 9, The Missing Link Lost. And I was actively making videos when this album came out. So I don't have those anymore because I lost that account. But when the Vomit single came out, like the Missing Link Lost, besides like Forgotten Freshness 5, and I think like the Hell Hollow Wicked compilation, this was the first album that actually came out when I was fucking with ICP, and I still have the pre-order fucking shit for the CD. I never remember listening to that CD a lot. That was definitely more of a phone album, but this was right around the time that It Follows had came out in the US or premiered wide or whatever you want to call it. And this album is very good. I can fully sit down and enjoy it. And some criticisms I have heard, I do agree with. They're really, like, if you wanted to compare Insane Clown Posse and Twisted, probably, if you're being honest, Twisted really was always just more inept and good at rapping, if you want to say it. Like, ICP was not bad. You don't get, they had a solid, 5 years before Twisted even came out, and even then it wasn't till, like, later, like 2 or 3 years when fucking people actually started fucking with Twisted like that. I wasn't born during any of this. That is what I have heard, so they're not bad rappers, but on the Missing Link Lost, it definitely is a situation where, like, Shaggy doesn't really have a memorable verse on it, and if you tasked me with a gun to my head, I don't know if I could name a Shaggy verse off this album. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It is very... Maybe it's some bit of, bias on my part, but stuff like How and Vomit is very good. I won't say that, because Vomit... Shaggy's verse on there is actually great. I don't know how I forgot about Vomit so quickly. Like, I See the Devil fucking just... I've heard that I get that they didn't show up to rap, but the production, I don't really have a lot of bones to pick. Like, this is when they started working with Mike P again, I don't know if Mike Clark was really involved with this. I used to fucking read through the Wikipedia, but definitely the production on here is something I can enjoy. It's not really, like, hitting like that, but it is more of, like, a low-key Lost album. Like, it's not, it's not like it's The Greatest Showman or some shit, or, like, some extravagant, like, I wouldn't picture, like, lavish colors or shit like that when you hear the name The Missing Link Lost. So the production being kind of, not hitting you like that as much as it would on, like, other albums, like with Fearless Fred Fury, I think it would have definitely not hindered the album, but as it stands, I think The Missing Link Lost is really good. Came out in, like, I think it was, like, April 28th. It didn't get my CD until, like, May fucking 10th. So that was cool. A lot of going to the mailbox, looking, oh shit, it didn't come. And here's a little tangent. When the Missing Link Found came out, I didn't get it. I listened to it, but I just didn't get it. I was, like, 15. And I had ordered my sister a couple, like some random CDs off of Hatchet Gear for Christmas of 2015. And I never got them. So around February, March, I had called. I called a lot. Like, I called the fucking number on the Hatchet Gear website. And I thought, well, like, it just didn't fucking work. So I don't remember who I called, but I think it was the actual, like... I called some phone number. I don't know who the fuck it was, but they actually sent someone from Michigan to Ohio. It is like 3-hour drive where I was in Ohio. And the dude got me the Tunnel of Love CD, and then he gave me a free copy of The Missing Link Found. Because I talked to him, I was like, hey, like, he was like, oh, you have anything you haven't got? And hindsight, I really would have wished I said I didn't get the new Young Wicked album yet, because Slaughter is very good. I am a Young Wicked apologist. When you make shit like, he made the Vengeance EP, I would let him impregnate my niece based off that fact alone, but, motherfucker still fucked up. So yeah, whatever. Missing Link Lost, number 9. Very good. I like it. Number 8 is The Tempest. Now, probably one of the lesser, not really favorable records that they've put out, but I really enjoy this album just from the fucking. I have like. I'm kind of pissed because I had the poster hanging up when I moved. I've moved like fucking since January of last year. This is like the fourth place I lived, and it's not. It's just fucking weird. So it's hard to fucking get this shit going. But at the first place, I had the Tempest poster still hanging up with the lines and the ridges and the fucking roller coaster fucking lines coming out of the cloud. It's fucking cool. And I really like the Calm EP, and I haven't heard Eye of the Storm yet, only because I cannot stand the song Little Yellow Bus. Very fucking annoying. Like, I'm in the little yellow bus. Scoop us up. Scoop. It's like, if that song had came out, like, in the 90s, I would have fucked with it. But it's in the same category as, like, a Chop Chop Slide. It's like, this is kind of corny. I don't fuck with this. And it's kind of garbage. But I will check out Eye of the Storm sometime. Because that's the shit I like to do. Like, I'm getting, like, easily thousands of fucking hours listening to music from, like, Psychopathic. And, like, there's albums I haven't heard. And it's not like I'm not looking for them, but, like Kanye West's second album, Late Registration. Like, I've heard the singles, but I've never sat down and listened to it. And I kind of like doing shit like that, because it's like, you know, anytime I can just sit down and listen to a new record. And in Kanye's case, I would assume Late Registration would be a little bit better than the Eye of the Storm, but you don't know. Sometimes shit just be hitting you like, I fucking hated Wicked. Like, Wicked was, I heard it and I was like, this sucks. Why is Jamie rapping like that? Like, what the fuck are you, like, I just thought it was very not good. I fucking love Wicked. Like, Wicked is so good. Like, I had the vinyl. It got destroyed in the flood. Had this, like, 10th anniversary CD. I don't know what the fuck that is. I have to go buy all those CDs again. Because when I moved, I forgot the fucking CD binder. And I had some good shit in there. Like, I had a OG Green Book. Still have the case. Don't have the CDs. That's a little fucked. But, had shit like the Bizarre Hollow Wicked 2000 box set of Bizarre Eyes. Which that album I really haven't listened to either. But talk about the Tempest, like shit, like even the album cover, like I fucking, it's creepy. It's like ICP in the music industry. Like you have all these people having fun going through, and in the middle of the roller coaster, you just see like ICP, and they're kind of fucking creepy. You just see them sitting there, painted faces, and it would have been, maybe it would have been cool, like, if they had them out of the paint, but I think them sitting there just really stoic in the fucking roller coaster, because like everyone else is throwing their hands up, ICP's just sitting there deadpan. And as opposite to the Missing Link Lost, Shaggy 2 Dope has some very good, you know, even the song Play My Shit, very good. Fucking love that. The Party, fuck with that too. I think that's the one with DJ Clay in them. And I'm not usually into the scratches. I think that shit's kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like DJing, like I know people like it, but kind of fucking whatever. Even that, like they'll go back and forth, and especially how they were on tour with each other. And I think DJ Clay had a good hand in Fuck the Fuck Off. I don't really know if he produces like that. I'm not a big DJ Clay. Fucking, I really haven't, you know, fuck with those, like, Book of the Wickeds, or, like, he had a fucking couple of those. With those album covers, they're pretty cool, but if I was going to listen to a compilation like that, Psychopathics from Outer Space, I think that really would have, they could have just given him that whole thing, and we could have, like, 9 of them mugs. Because I think 3, it kind of sucks to leave off of. But, like, back to what we were talking about. The Tempest, fucking, The Tower, fucking love The Tower. That news audio, the music video is great. And, what else is on there? Ride the Tempest. Fucking love that. Like, Ride the Tempest might probably be top 5 ICP songs. Like, the way they're riding the beat, the way they're fucking just going back and forth, just getting, I fucking love it. And it's very, like, the most Carnival-esque I think they had sounded in a very long time. And I definitely appreciate that. And very weird. I don't think there was a lot of coherence with the transfer from the Calm to the Tempest, because I fucking love the Calm. The Calm is a very good EP. I think like Fritz the Cat just has scratches, but that whole album was made by ICP, the EP. And I think I would have rather had the Calm be a whole fucking album. If that would have been like a fully fledged out project, that would probably be close to the fucking top. Because that shit really, I just fucking connect with it. I really like the Calm. But News at 6 o'clock. That shit is busting. I love that shit. The News at 6 o'clock, very good. Haunted Bumps. Bitch I Lied. Like, so many fucking just good tracks on the Tempest. So, and I was like 7 when this album came out, so I didn't even fucking listen to music until like 2013, really. So, wasn't really around for this. So, not having the initial expectation, especially because ICP had fucking been like doing the carnival shit or dark carnival since like 1992 to 2004, 2002, whatever you want to say. So I really had no expectations, because no matter what, I didn't wait for nothing. I wasn't, if I could see a tour, I would probably fuck with Tempest Tour, whatever the one was. I don't know if it was just called the Tempest Tour, but I think Twisted was around them that time, and that would have been good, because hearing tracks from Independence Day and the Tempest on tour, if it would have been like around 2008, that would have been good. I would have fucked with that, but yeah, fuck with it. Number 7, Riddlebox. Naturally, I like the Riddlebox. I went to the I think it was the second leg of the Riddlebox tour in 2015, and that was fucking dope. So many Riddlebox might be the first album where, because you had like Basement Cuts and that shit, when you go from Carnival Carnage to Beverly Kills to Ringmaster to this, Beverly Kills being an EP, sort of whatever, definitely the sound quality from Carnival Carnage to Ringmaster, there's a little bit there with Beverly Kills where it sounds really good, and they've really got that again on Riddle. I'm not saying Ringmaster sounds bad, but to do a full-length LP versus a fucking, and I still have my original copy of Beverly Kills, so that's hype. But Riddlebox, the fucking production is fucking crazy out of here. Like, I think CPN said it best. Like, it's the mix of the street shit and the carnival shit. They're going crazy, on some gangster shit, and they got shit like 12 and Old Evil Eye and fucking Head Loves Boogie, like shit like that. Like, it's getting fucking, not goofy, but very horror-centric. Very, like, we're doing some crazy shit, and this is definitely this is worth a listen. Like, and I think the original album sounds pretty good still. I don't know if the Riddlebox, like the anniversary that came out around like 2015, 2016, I don't even know if that was really needed, because it sounds pretty fucking good. Which I haven't heard it probably, because usually if I wanted to listen to Riddlebox, I would just get out the Riddlebox Weekend DVD. I don't fucking know where that is right now, so that's cool. Left Floods. But, yeah, Riddlebox Weekend, Riddlebox, was it? I'm coming up. Fucking, of all the ending tracks that are, with the shits, I'm Coming Home is definitely better than shit like, what was the one on Malenko? Is that Pass Me By is just very long and very, I don't really vibe with Pass Me By. But Riddle Box, very good. I don't know what to say about it because everyone and their mother heard this shit. Definitely when I rebuild my vinyl collection, because I didn't even have an ICP raw vinyl, I had like Freak Show, Wicked, Generation Nightmare, Mutant, remixed and remastered, and fucking, so shit like that. Very pissed about Generation. I just got that fucking record, and waterlogged. Disgusting. So yeah, Riddle Box, very good. Number 6, I have Bizarre, AAR, which hopefully I didn't autocorrect, but is the question mark version of Bizarre. Very fucking, I don't think you can even get the intro on streaming services because of the Escape from New York music, I think it is. But having it fucking torrented, whatever, back in the day. Very good intro. Take Me Away, fucking crisp. I really wish I could see them play that live, but I was like I was like 14 months old in Halloween 2000, so it really wasn't an option. Definitely, if you had to rank the albums that they dropped on Halloween in 2000, it would be a fucking... I'm not dissing the Eyeball Bazaar, I just haven't really fucked with that. And, you still go back and listen to it, but between Freak Show and Question Mark Bazaar, like, that's a toss-up. Like, you could really sit down and have a debate about which of those are better. And that just shows, like, because Freak Show is just a fucking creme de la creme. Like, Freak Show is fucking good, but Bazaar just... I fuck with the production on there. Like, you had I don't know if Eshawn... I can't remember if Eshawn was on Question Mark, but I know he was on the fucking Eyeball one. Shit like the Pendulum's Pull... I think it was called. That shit's dope. What was the other one? Behind the Paint on here. Great fucking song. Tilt-A-Whirl. Fucking dope. Especially because between Tilt-A-Whirl and Let's Go All the Way, not even comparable. I don't even think Let's Go All the Way is not a very good ICP song. That's all I'm going to say about it. But Bizarre, yeah, it's good. Just go through it. But I don't know. I haven't really fucked with this in about 6-7 years. So I'm definitely due for a re-listen on that. And I would not be mad about that because they're definitely worth it because it's a good record. Number 4 is The Amazing Jekyll Brothers. Now, I used to kind of sleep on this album. And I think it was kind of in Malenko's shadow a little bit, but now I would have to say that I definitely think that number 5 and 4 are Jekyll Brothers and The Great Malenko. Now, I was about to say that now I could say that I like Jekyll Brothers more than Malenko, but playing GTA 5 in the winter, listening to The Great Malenko for the first time, that shit just, it really fucking hit different. Like, I really fucking just, these two, like, they're very, because they came out like 2 years apart, both of them fucking platinum albums, probably 2 of the best-selling albums, not probably they fucking are, but just, Jekyll Brothers very, very angry, because you had the outfall of the Disney shit, I think this was, I don't know when they played, I don't know fucking when Woodstock was, but they're very angry, and not in a fake way, just the music they were making fucking hit. like shit like Bring It On is good. And I even like the fucking original version on, I think it's Forgotten Freshness 5. Whatever the original one that was all produced by Shaggy. That shit was great. And I do think that it would have been better had they just released 2 EPs, because as an album it does flow good, but those fucking Jake and Jack Jekyll tracks, they're fucking dope. Like, they're really, really in the bag on those. Like, they're fucking just very, very good. And that's kind of the issue with, like, the older shit, because I heard it and I can objectively say, like, yeah, this is good, I like it. But it's not like shit like Continuous Evolution of Life's question marks. I was 17 when that shit came out, going to school, going to work, fucking around, doing shit. Like, that album, like, always has a place in my heart. And I talk about that album a lot. Twisted View would probably be fucking long, because I could actually sit down and rank Twisted like that, because I don't know, I'm talking about that in the Twisted video. But yeah, Malenko and Jekyll Brothers, interchangeable, both fucking great. And I actually bought these on the same day. Like, I went to Best Buy, I had like $40, and it was like 16 and 6. I'm like, hey, fuck it, let's get it. I had the purple Malenko, and I'd still like to get the I want to get the white one too. Fuck that. Wasn't there a white one? I think so. So yeah, Jekyll Brothers and Malenko, 5 and 4, or 4 and 5, whatever you want to do. Both good. If I had to pick one to listen to right after doing this, I would probably have to say Malenko. But if you put on an amazing Jekyll Brothers, I'm not going to be mad. So yeah, number 3, I have Fearless Fred Fury. And this was an album that I didn't really get into until around September of 2020. I'd heard it when it first came out, and I fucked with it. I really did like it. And then it kind of just fell off the radar. But going back to it, like, Nobody's Fault, Satellite, I like it rough. Fucking the Fred Fury intro track, What the Fuck. All that shit, like, very coherent album. I fucking, like, this shit fucking dope. Like, you can fucking put this on, go through it, and I don't think it wasn't called Multiple Personalities, but it was I don't know what that song called, but I know a lot of the bars from it, so not being able to remember it, not bad. But you just fucking, and especially on this shit, like, after that Twisted beef kind of went off, like, they started rapping like they didn't before. Because even, like, on 2006 with Fuck the Fuck Off, Shaggy, like, has a fucking flow. Like, it's kind of, like, rigid, and it's not catchy, and it's not really singy, but it's still good. And with Jay, he fucking, like, he's spitting on this fucking record. Like, he's going ham. He's fucking rapping. So I fucked with it on that tip via this album. But even the production is good. You dying? You throw up on the fucking rug? Eek, yeah, that was almost bad. No motherfucker was gonna puke on the rug, so I had to grunt. But yeah, Fred Fury, newest album on this list, and definitely good. Probably, when it all checks out, we can have that conversation when the second deck is done. Number 2 is Bang Pow Boom, and I definitely like this out because from the sampler to the fucking everything about this album was just good. Very, very. It's solo ICP. It's just Violent J and Shaggy, and the only song on here I can say I don't fuck with is Love. And it's not even that I don't fuck with. I did a review for this shit in like 2014, and I didn't fuck with Love then. And it is definitely, I could listen to it now and not be mad, but in the grand scheme of everything, it's Love and Zombie Slide, because the version of Bang Pow Boom I had, it didn't have Zombie Slide on it, so I never really fucked with it. So when I hear it in the context of the album, it just feels wrong, and it's not really good, so I'm gonna fuck with it. So yeah, but Bang Pow Boom, you have the 3 different versions: the Freaky Freak Show, Clowns Are Back, and Beautiful Doom. A lot of people don't like the triple threat mix from the Nuclear Edition, but I fuck with it. I like it, and I think it would have been more of a fitting thing to have it be longer. I know it's probably like 3 or 4 minutes as it is, but definitely fucking yeah. I think Triple Threat Mix is good. I'm gonna listen to it again, but you know, if I had to rank those 3 opening tracks, I'd probably have to go. I just said it was like I'd probably go Beautiful Doom, Clowns Are Back, and what is I know the fucking other one. I just said it. Clowns Are Back, Beautiful Doom, and I'm gonna be pissed because I'm like fucking get out and look at it. Creepy Creep Show. Fuck, there it is. Yeah. I like the production on Creepy Creep Show or whatever. I think that's what it's called. But even then there, like, well, I can't really say that because Clowns Are Back is very fucking... Yeah, I'd probably go Clowns Are Back, Beautiful Doom, and Creepy Creep Show. But production-wise, Creepy Creep Show would be... It's very moody and it's very fucking just getting, like, it's fucking... You can bob your head to it. It's just very mellow and very good. And some of the standout tracks on Bang Pow Boom, they're all fucking good pretty much. Like Fawn's Pawn, In Your Face. I think the other single was It's All Over. Not a music video, it wasn't really a single. So yeah, those 3 good music videos. And then shit like, what was it fucking... I know they had Shaggy the Hero, and I think it was some, like, If I Die Tonight, or If Something Happens Tonight. I never really fucked with the last 2, but I have heard Shaggy the Hero. I remember listening to it sometime, but... Yeah, It's All Over. Fucking great fucking song. I don't know why I was left off that one, but... Bang Pow Boom probably has 2 of my favorite ICP songs, which would be... Verily and I Found a Body. And I'd probably put I Found a Body above it, but just the song, like the sounds at the end of that song when Violent J is talking to the dead body, that shit's creepy. And I fuck with that. That was probably one of the creepiest moments on the fucking entire discography that they had. Like, just, like, it sounded like reversed reverb screeching. Like, it almost sounded like a car stopping on, like, a squeal. I don't know what the fuck it was. But whoever made that noise deserves a fucking raise, because definitely good. And Verily just fucking... Shaggy's on there singing, like... It's kind of a talk singing, but he's fucking good. And like, why? And it's like, why? You know, they're singing. They're having a good time. And, you know... I definitely would have rather had Twisted, which fucking... Going back to Jackal Brothers, I forgot about Echo Side and Nothing's Left. Fucking great. And Echo Side might have a fucking contender for creepiest moment. Because that chanting shit, fucking dope. But, yeah, I don't really get that. But, like, I think a Twisted feature on Bang Pow Boom would have been... very good, because when you look at the Joker's cards as a whole, and they were on, like, 2 of them numbers. Like, Hobson and Tech 9 have been on 1 less Joker's card than Twisted, and I don't think it should have been, like, a necessary function of the records, but I think it, especially with Bang Pow Boom, I think if they would have sat down and crafted a track, because they had, like, the American Psychos tour, and some of those tracks are good, but definitely, I think they would have, it would have been an interesting sound, and I really would have liked it. But yeah, I name every Fallout character I play Verily because of Bang Pow Boom, and very good. It's a beautiful fucking song. My goddamn, you love it. And the bone. Is that the bone? Yeah, the bone's on Bang Pow Boom. That bone is good. Very like energetic. You're moving. You feel like you're running through the city like Violent J is, and it's definitely good to bump. And anything else to say about Bang Pow Boom? I have the list open on my phone, and I'm recording with another one, and I haven't really been on Spotify looking at anything. So anything I'm talking about, I'm just off cuff remembering. Could have said that 35 minutes ago, but hey, fuck it. And the ending Bang Pow Boom, this is gonna sound contradictory, but very long. Fucking like, it's a good song, and I like the premise, and like you're going through just throughout the album, hearing people getting invited to this event, and just imagining like a bunch of fucking people, evil motherfuckers in an arena, just exploding and dying. It's very cool. I fuck with it. So yeah. Bang Pow Boom. Probably get this on vinyl. I'm not gonna cap because it's a good album. Definitely. So number one, you probably guess what it would be, and I think objectively, Abominations is the better record, but personally, the Mighty Death Pot might be, I don't want to say the best Psychopathic album, but it's definitely, it's easily my favorite ICP album, because I probably tell this story. I was in school one day. I take a sip of water. I'm going to sip of water all fucking day. It's not true. I had hot water with coffee grounds in it. But I was at school, and I mainly listened to, I didn't know that. I thought when you, went on Eminem's Vivo channel, he had, 13 fucking songs. I didn't know what albums were and what, deep cuts. I just didn't. Even hearing non-censored music was like, what the fuck is this? It's watching music videos on YouTube. So, and I don't know who the fuck this was, but dude had a varsity jacket of a Hatchet Man, and I think it said Psychopathic Records, and I think it said it was either the most hated band in the world or the label that runs beneath the streets. I'd probably say the label that runs beneath the streets, because it was I think it was Psychopath. It was very long ago. But I had seen him wear that, and I thought, that's cool. I heard, which I'd seen the Miracles clip of SNL when it came out originally, because from 2008 to 2015, I was a pretty regular, sit down on Saturday night and watch SNL. So I did see that when it came out, and I thought that was neat. And it really didn't leave a lasting impact. So 5 years later, I'm all right, well, what's up with this ICP shit? So I sat down and I heard Where's God? I watched the music video, and I thought that shit was great. I actually thought ICP's names were Evil and the Boogeyman. Evil is here, the Boogeyman too. So all right, that's fucking dope. But I didn't know the fucking names until after that. And after that, I'm not gonna cap. I just got on something called the Pirate Bay. If you remember that, I don't know if you can still use it, but if you can, you definitely should, because torrenting is great. Now you have Spotify, you don't really need it, but in 2013, especially being a broke fucking dumbass kid, you didn't really have shit like that. So I downloaded the record. Ooh, dropped the phone. I almost got it though. And I really fucked with it. Night of the Chainsaw is a great track. What is that one? It's the... I got the bone stuck in my fucking head. What's the one? The Blaster. The Blast is fucking great. Love the fucking Blaster. The Blaster. Even Ninjas. Ninjas has grown on me. When I'm clowning, I like the Krayshawn mix a little bit more, but, fuck your feelings. What is it? I know all these songs. Forever, fucking dope. You gotta love Forever. And even the track What's Happening Now off of Forgotten Freshness 5, I think that fits. If you have a Spotify play, I'll probably throw that in there, actually, because it's definitely good. The actual intro track and the intro skit, both are very good. Which I think that's Legs Diamond singing in the Mighty Death Pop. Which I'm pretty sure it is, which that shit is like... like, you fuck with Mike E. Clark and, Mike P. and all that shit. I don't know if anyone did more actually, like, musically for Psychopathic than Legs Diamond. I think Legs Diamond could have been a fucking, like, he could have... I think if he came out in the 70s and he was, like, on his shit, I think Legs Diamond could be fucking huge. That motherfucker is just... like, I thought that shit was a sample for a long time. Like, it's such a, like, not unique, but it's definitely encapsulating a very, very nice sound. It sounds like a throwback to, like, maybe, like, the mid-70s type shit. And it fits very well with the album, and I think I would have to give the actual intro skit song more like, he dead, your clock, who knew? Like, who knew? And that shit is... I definitely fuck with that more. But the Mighty Death Pop as a whole, like, you really... like, Shooting Stars, fucking dope. They actually made a song about Faygo, like, straight up about, like, Faygo. My sister fucking has, like, one ICP, I have two sisters, and the other one has song Juggalo Juice, and she'll fucking just... that song comes on, she was fucking bumping it. That's it. And she actually likes In My Room a lot, too, which is very weird. But I'm going to pull up Mighty Death Pop on Spotify, because I haven't heard... probably, like, actively, which I... here... just fucking finessed myself. I don't think the Mighty Death Pop is on Spotify. So that's annoying. Yeah, I don't think they have that on here. They have two versions of... yeah, what the fuck is that? That's crazy. It's like a... is it the box set? Okay, yeah, that's the box set. Chris Benoit, fucking dope. Forgot about that. Kickin', dope song. Bazooka Joey, I'm kind of indifferent, but I think the album would be less without it on there. So yeah, I give fucking Bazooka Joey credit. Hater to Death is a fucking... which I had a lot of music videos going back looking at this. And Hater to Death, I think... it would have been better to have a different music video, because Hater to Death is a great track, but the music video is just kind of... like, you picture it, and all I can picture is the Where's God video. Like, it's really just... I don't think it had it much... I think Brian Kuma directed shit around this time. I think he probably directed every video on the Mighty Death Pop album. Dude's fucking talented, like the dude, but I just think they kind of missed the mark on that one a little fucking bit. Just a little bit, but the song as a whole, fucking dope. Scream with Tech 9 and Hobson... which, Hobson's listed first. Oh, fuck. It's alright. The hook is catchy, but it's not good in a catchy way. Like, it'll stay in your head and you won't get offended, but it's not like something that you hear it and you have to sing along to. It's just, it is an earworm a little bit, but Tech 9 and Hobson... couldn't tell you what the fuck they said on there. Don't really fuck with either of them. So that's what it is. Get Our Rainbows, fucking dope. Let's Get Our Rainbows. And at the end, this is the only problem. Like, when you go from Can't play that. Oh, it's on the AirPods. Scream, Get a Rainbows, When I'm Clowning, Dog Catchers, Daisies, Where's Gone Forever. I think having this reworked a little bit, because the first fucking 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 or 10 tracks. I forgot to mention Shooting Stars too, and Kickin' Kickin'. I fucking Kickin' Kickin'. Kickin' Kickin' is just so fucking... It's vibey. Like, I couldn't say it was vibey back then because I didn't know what the fuck it was, but just, very... it wasn't in your face. It was just very, except for the hook, but, like, the actual raps were very, very minor and very kind of, they're a little subdued on that. And, Daisies... I can remember the hook to Daisies, but I really don't have any, lasting whatever from it. It doesn't stay with me. But the whole album, like, front to bottom, I could bump and not have an issue with. Definitely fucking good. You Get In Forever. If you haven't seen the Forever music video, definitely check that out, because I think there's an homage to Proof in it with that hat Shaggy is wearing. So fuck with that. We fucks with Proof here. And yeah, I think that's about fucking it. Hell's Pit, Missing Link, Tempest, Turtlebox, Bizarre, Jekyll Brothers, Malenko, Fred Furry, Bang Pop Boom, Mighty Death Pop. Definitely, if this album had went worst to best at the end, I'd probably put Carnival of Carnage or The Missing Link Found. And I do think Found is a better record than Carnival of Carnage, but I think it's not... Neither of them are bad, but I don't vibe with Carnival of Carnage. I don't fuck with the sound. Crawl on my leg scared the fuck out of me. I don't like the sound and the whole early 90s Detroit hip-hop. Like, it's gonna sound stupid. And I do like these albums. Like, I'm a fan of the first 6. And I thought I put the Wraith on here. What did I take the Wraith off for? I put the Wraith instead of Jekyll Brothers, but I would have put the Wraith twice instead of Jekyll Brothers and Malenko, because why is that on? Okay, yeah, you know what? The Wraith is a very good album, and it doesn't have the same issue that Hell's Pit had, where it doesn't have a lasting expression, because, like, I think Murder Rap, Get Your Wicked On, and Birthday Bitches, that's like under 4 minutes, I think. At least under 5, but that is like a whole 3 stretch of songs where they really maximized the efficiency of, like, what they were doing, because you could probably take any 3 songs off of Hell's Pit and it'd almost be like triple the length of just those 3 songs, and it would just, it's made a little bit better. Like, the Wraith, if I could listen, people like to say, like, oh, like, if I could rewatch Breaking Bad for the first time, if I could go back and listen to the Wraith for the first time again, I would definitely fuck with that, because it wasn't even like sit down and listen to the album front to bottom. It was just, I'm gonna put this thing on and I'm gonna go throughout the day. And I think I listened to it a couple days before I had kind of finished it. And when I did finish it, I remember I was in the garage in the back of our minivan. I don't know why. I was in the trunk of it, just sitting with it open, watching the, happenings outside in the country. And I remember listening to Thy Unveiling, and it was very, very, like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. They're saying we're not sorry if we tricked you. It's fucking, like, that's kind of dope. Like, insane fucking people, like, do shit. It's the Insane Clown Posse, not the Reasonable Clown Posse. So, probably do some fucking crazy shit like that. And it fits in character. But shit like the Ravens Mirror, Hell's Forecast, which definitely is a weird part of the album. I think it would have been a little, kind of had that on Hell's Pay. We would put that out as like, I don't think of the Hell's Pit sampler. I think they probably haven't have any direct memory of that. And I was about to say something. Fuck. The sampler for the Wraith, the Simple and Blunt, and then the I think it was part of the whole seminar on that little disc with the... What is that a crow on the shoulder? I think it's a crow. So I think it's the crow. It's like the blue sky and just says the 6th on it. That song, Simple and Blunt, is fucking amazing. If you haven't heard Simple and Blunt, go play that song. And I actually had a version I made. I don't know why. I made it on my phone one day. I had 911 audio of an old woman being murdered. And I fucking put that in front of it. So it didn't really fit, but it was kind of nice to listen to. I think that's probably illegal, but come after me like Lars Ulrich. But yeah, 50 minutes. That's all about I have. I thought, I probably could have did all of them. I'm going to think of it, but, whatever. Bye.